This is a great way to start the night, guys.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Can't complain with that.
What's up, guys? I am feeling the itch for rattlesnakes again, as usual. What else is new, right? And so I'm back out here in the forest trying to track down some rattlesnakes again, see what I can find tonight, and hopefully some other cool species too. Real quick before I get going, two things I wanted to mention. The first is that I've started up my annual calendar sales again for this year, and I'm selling 2021 calendars in my Etsy shop. I will put a link in the description down below. Go and check those out. There's two different calendars to choose from this year, and $5 from every calendar sale I'm going to be donating to an organization called Save the Choco, which is working to preserve the critically endangered Choco rainforest in Ecuador. So definitely go check out those calendars, grab one for yourself. It's a pre-order, and I'll be sending them out early December. The other thing is check out this awesome shirt that my wife got made for me. Absolutely love it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Thanks, sweetheart. You're the best. All right, guys, so we are cruising out here, having a good time talking about herping, and first snake of the night, right before sunset, baby Eastern Diamondback Rattlesnake coming right out on the road. It's a new baby. He has just one little button there on his tail. Maybe just a month old, if that. Just hanging out right here, crossing the road. So awesome. This is a great way to start the night, guys.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Can't complain with that.
All right, so we're going to get some pictures of this guy, get him off the road so he doesn't get run over, and we're going to keep going and hope that the night keeps going as good as it started. We just finished photographing this little diamondback after we got it off the road. What a great way to start out the night. This is a really interesting area. I love finding diamondbacks in this coastal mangrove swamp. Really interesting habitat for them to be found in. Yeah, this guy is a beautiful little snake. It's a venomous snake, so you definitely want to be extremely careful around these things, but he's not trying to hurt us or anything like that. He's very calm and just sitting here, let us take some photos, and then we're going to make sure he gets back out into his habitat. Really, really awesome way to start the night. All right, snake number 2 of the night. It's a really big ribbon snake, actually. We're gonna get him off the road and keep on going. All right, next snake of the night, little mangrove water snake, salt marsh snake. Gonna watch out for him because there's a car coming. Really neat pattern on this guy.
It's beautiful though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of neat. All right, next snake of the night, we got kind of a probably hybrid mangrove salt marsh snake with a banded water snake. Kind of a neat, really dark with that rusty red bars on the side. It's pretty cool. This is one of the bigger ones I've seen recently. Gonna encourage him to crawl right off the road. He wants to go under me for some reason. All right, buddy, let's get you off the road. There you go. See you later. All right, next snake of the night is a tiny little ringneck snake. By tiny, I mean tiny. All right, next snake of the night's a good one. Nice big Florida Scarlet snake. Look at this guy. What cool snakes these are. You can tell it's not a Scarlet King snake because they have white bellies. What a pretty snake. Here's one, Grandma. Going up my sleeve there. There we go.
The tail's really funny.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a stumpy tail there. Running with a predator or a car even maybe.
I love the orange edging on the white scales.
Yeah.
What a beauty.
They basically look like the eastern version of a long-nosed snake.
They do, yeah. Wow.
Now these guys, for those of you guys watching, these guys eat almost exclusively reptile eggs. They do eat a few other things as well, but they do love to eat reptile eggs. It's a pretty unique diet. And they're one of the two species down here that mimic the venomous coral snake, the other one being the Scarlet King snake. Very cool. Love seeing these guys. Snake number 9. Got a little banded water snake here. May have a little bit of hybrid genes in them, but mostly banded. And then we got apparently another one back there we'll go check out. Number 10 was a ribbon snake, and we just scooted him off because there's some cars coming, so gonna keep going. All right, guys, next snake of the night, we got a beautiful corn snake crossing the road, and he's actually got a recently eaten meal in his tummy. So we're not gonna bother him too much. We're gonna scoot him off the road and keep on going. Come on, buddy. All right, what is this, snake number 12 or 13? What do we got?
Look at my phone, but I think 13.
Yeah, so next snake is a Florida brown snake. Tiny little guy. Look at the size of his head. It's so small. So tiny. Always fun to see these little guys. But yeah, they're not very big. All right, next snake is a absolutely gorgeous baby Florida Cottonmouth. Look at that thing. I just absolutely love the color and the pattern on these babies. Love their facial patterns and everything. Awesome. All right, next snake of the night is my favorite Nerodia in the park, brown water snake. Just a little guy. A little skinny too. You need a couple meals, dude. Get some fish in you. Thanks. All right, this is snake number 17. He's kind of, I think, a hybrid water snake. See, he looks like banded, but they're narrower bands. See that? They look a little more speckly. Doesn't quite look like a typical Florida banded. His head looks pretty banded, but the body's starting to look like it has some mangrove influence. All right, buddy. Nick just hiked up this absolutely incredible little anery dusky pygmy rattlesnake. We were out hiking trying to find a pygmy, not having much success, and then we tried a random spot and this guy was sitting coiled up in ambush. This is my first anery from this area. For those of you who are maybe new to snakes or new to the channel, anery means that the snake lacks the normal red pigment red and orange that these snakes normally have on them. And so you're left with a snake that's just black and gray pretty much. And so they're not super common here, and it's just absolutely amazing to find it with these guys. Huge props to Nick for spotting it coiled up in a not so easy to see spot. What an awesome little snake. Just was sitting coiled up in ambush, doing its thing. It's always an awesome way to find snakes. It's fun to see them crossing the road and see lots of snakes that way, but finding them just doing what they do in their natural habitat is always the best and most exciting. And then to see one that's kind of a more rare phase like this is pretty awesome. Second rattlesnake of the night, third viper species. I don't know, guys, it seems like we're on a roll. We got some photos of him already. We're gonna just let him go about his business and see if we can find a few more. All right, so we just left the other pygmy and are cruising along, and we got a huge pygmy in the road now. Pygmy number 2 of tonight. What is this snake number 20?
19.
19, my bad. We're almost at 20. But this is a big pygmy, man. This is probably what, like 3 times the size of the other one?
Oh yeah. You can hear its rattle.
Yeah, he's got a big enough rattle, you can hear it. This one's not an anery. You can see where it's got the orange and reddish coloration that pygmies normally have. So this is more typical specimen, but a really nice big one. He does not want to sit still though.
Third different color.
All right, guys, here's one more look at this great big dusky pygmy rattlesnake that we just cruised. A lot more colorful than the last one, but always a really exciting find down here, and absolutely stoked. Snake number 19. I love the detail this phone can get.
2 different pygmies, Eastern Diamondback.
And we're not even to the end of the night yet. We still got to check those other spots quick.
Wow, that's crazy.
All right, so we just got a brown water snake here. Pretty big one, actually. Way bigger than the one we cruised earlier. Pretty camouflaged here in the grass next to the water. Can't even see where his body comes out, but his head's really big. There he is right there. That's a good sized brown water snake. Maybe see if we can see the rest of his body real quick. Oh, I'm gonna go. There he goes. That's a good sized water snake. Yeah. You can see how some people that just randomly see them on the road think they're pythons.
Yeah.
Like unexperienced people come along and think, oh, that's a python. It looks like a python, but it's not. Now we're just going to leave him to go hunt out in the swamp. Very cool. So was that 20? Number 20?
That was
20. This is 21.
20.
Yeah.
22 if you count the DOR Cottonmouth.
I don't count DORs usually.
Oh, another one right there.
Oh, that's a banded. Wow. Okay, so we got number 21 here. Brown water snake. And then a little banded water snake. Very cool.
They're so clear.
Oh, spider web in the way. So cool to just watch these guys do what they do in the wild. Well, I almost stepped on this one. big old banded water snake. Let him crawl off into the swamp. All right, so this is snake number 22, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And that, I believe, is a giant female Florida green water snake periscoping up and getting a breath in the swamp. It's really hard to see on the video, but it's really cool. I've got boots on though, so I'm going to see if I can get a little bit closer. Yeah, that is a really big Florida green female. Huge female. And you can only see like the front maybe quarter of her body. That's a giant water snake. Really cool. I know water snakes are super common, but I love seeing these really, really big ones. All right, so we're just driving along, and there's a barred owl hanging out in the cypress swamp with all the bugs. That is pretty awesome. You get a shot?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try it. That's cool.
Absolutely. If he lasts that long. All right, snake number 23, I believe. It's another brown water snake. Just looks like he's hanging out in ambush there. His head's right there at the surface. He's just kind of coiled up a little bit, sitting motionless. So just leave him be. Let him hunt some frogs and fish. Water level is really high right now. Very cool. All right, snake number 24. A little stumpy-tailed cottonmouth. Probably is going to be the last snake of the night, but you never know. All right, buddy, time to get off the road.